And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk, everybody. We got a good show lined up, and I'll give a few minutes to let people show up here. This is the drink that I get. It's at Costco. It's got like 0 calories, and they put like lemon juice in it. This stuff here, let me see if I can turn this bottle. The bottle. Kind of hard to read. $10 calories. I think some of the juice has obviously probably some sugar in it. I'm not sure. I don't see any like 2 grams or 3 grams of carb. So it's probably from the lemon juice. Man, this stuff, I'm telling you what. It has a box and there's like 20 of them or something in there, and it's like $10 or something. That's what I put in here. Today, I'm not drinking any whiskey at 5 o'clock p.m. I got this thing super cold, filled it with ice, added one of these, and then about 4 ounces of water. Let it sit for a little bit. Man, it's amazing. It tastes super sweet. Let us start the show, by Jove. And we're back, says Stu LaBelle. Brian Armstrong, first 5 people. Brian Carasone, Mr. OG, X, not John McAfee, 552 man, AJ Singh, Kevin Cush, Garrett B. Anyone sign up with Anderson? A shit ton of people. So yeah, Anderson told me a lot of you guys have signed up. It's pretty amazing. I guess we'll start off the show with that. If you look below this video in the comment section, you'll see that I have a sponsor. I'm an affiliate of both. Caleb Brown. That's part of the show, and it really is. Over 5 years of doing this program, and I now realize the importance of sharded passwords in your crypto custody solution at Caleb Brown with Fireblocks. You know, what they do is they'll take, like, you know how you have your nano ledger? This one is institutional grade. It's for banks just like Citibank, BNY Mellon, stuff like the world's biggest banks all use Fireblocks. And they might have a couple other institutional providers as well, because nobody puts 100% into anything generally. Fireblocks has 2,000 of the world's biggest banks and financial institutions using their custody solution. That's the same that Caleb Brown uses, same thing. So there's a reason why your bank is not using a Trezor, a Nano Ledger. Why don't they just go buy that shit and put their stuff in there? If it's just as good, why would they not do that? Because your keys are not sharded. So with Fireblocks and Caleb Brown, they pick 4 different locations around the world, maybe 5, but I think there's 4. And they put, let's say you got 20 keys, or the 20 passphrase thing, right? 1 through 5 goes here, 6 through 11 go there. So you got 5 of them in 4 different locations. So if somebody were to bust into Fireblocks, they can't steal your crypto, because they got to find all 20 of your passphrase words and numbers. And it's not, Fireblocks doesn't have that. They only got 25%. And if somebody busts into Caleb Brown, you're only going to get 25%. And then they got to go around the world and find the other places where it's at. That's the difference. So do I have a nano ledger? Absolutely. I got about 25% of my shit in there. And if we ever get quantum attacked, it's the hardware wallet's going to get busted into. It's a good likelihood, okay? They'd probably start with the software wallets first, and wipe those out, and then, I mean, they would just pick wallets at random. They're not going to say, oh, that's a 10-word passphrase. I mean, they might have AI that can tell the quantum computer to do that. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you know, what Seals Q and HBAR and stuff are coming up with. We're going to talk about Seals Q here at some point in the show. We might even start off with that. they are getting ready, I believe, the first quarter of 2026 to start selling their quantum proof technology. And when they sell that, it's possible that Nano Ledger would take that tech, put it in a hardware wallet, bam, now you're safe from a quantum attack. That's what, so you have a crypto, we'll get into the sales cute thing. So that's what's up. Now with the lawyer, that's the other part of the Crypto Hulk plan. I want some of you guys to think about this. Get a loan, take a small loan out, pay it off over a year, whatever you got to, year and a half. You have to get the Crypto Hulk lawyer. Here's why. Let's say you've got $10,000 budget. You better take a portion of that and get the lawyer. Because look, what good is it? I was telling a guy today, and he's like, oh shit, I'm going to go get that lawyer. I'm like, yeah. He's got around 7,000 or so in crypto. And he's like, Crypto Hulk, I got about $5,000 more. Or should I take a few thousand and get a lawyer and this and that? I'm like, look, it's not how much you put in. It's how much you keep. And I had to tell him again, think about it. You can put in 10, 20, 50, 100,000, $500,000. Do you think your little Nano Ledger wallet, Trezor, whatever the fuck you got, Trust Wallet or whatever, is that going to withstand a quantum computer hack? No, it's not. Oh, shit. Now, when Seals Q, that's why we talk about HBAR and the Hashpack wallet and all the goodies in there and the energy token and shit and this other stuff. Seals Q with the Seal coin that's located in the Hashpack wallet. That's now probably $10. And I think when I started buying it, it was $0.25. Now it's $10. Until these little wallets put that technology in there, they're going to get hacked. So what I tell people is this: you need to set aside a few $1,000 and have Anderson Advisors, the lawyers for this program, protect your crypto. It's the dumbest thing to do for you to buy all this crypto. Because you know what? Let's think back, 1933. They decided to back the money with gold. The United States decided to back the money with gold. What'd they do? Make it illegal for people to hold gold. The government forced you to buy it back. They paid you 2/3 what it was worth. And then they made it illegal to have gold in the United States. What are they going to back the money with again? Gold and other stuff? Maybe XRP, and then XRP will be backed by gold. Maybe they put all this gold on the XRP ledger, and then they lock it up in a safe for custody somewhere. And then with that XRP, they back the stable coin with the XRP. Like, I don't know how they're going to do all this shit. What I do know is I don't know a government that I trust. When this crypto takes off, look, keep it real. Look around right now how much they want to tax the fuck out of us and take all of our shit. Do you think they're going to let you keep your crypto? Oh, no. It's not how much crypto you buy. It's how much you're allowed to keep. Right now, I was telling the guy on the $500 club, he's taking a loan. He's like, oh shit, I thought it was just your sponsor thing. I'm like, look, dude, like, you know who I am. I'm not trying to sell some shit you don't need. Okay. They're working on my LLC plan right now. I'm waiting to get it. And then I'm calling up Kalen Brown, hooking that up, hooking my car up, my house up. Eddie, I'm hooking everything up, even Zoltar. They're not taking my little Zoltar from me. Like, I'm serious about this. Right now, we have no laws. It's all good. You can buy, sell crypto. No one's allowed to tax you and shit. It's all a gray area. Nobody knows. Once those laws are made, you know how greedy our government is. They'll make laws that you can't do this, that, and the other. And then they're all investing. They're all doing insider trading. There's laws for me, and then there's laws for thee. We got to do one thing, they do another. I hope you get hooked up with our crypto lawyer, because that day will come when these crypto regs will come, and they're going to make it to where they write you out of history. and you're like, oh shit, Crypto Hulk, fuck. The government declared these A, B, and C, and if you're a U.S. citizen and you don't, they're going to think of all this shit to do. It's systemically important for the United States. You can't have that. What my job is to show you stuff years in advance. That's what I try to do. I'm not saying I do it all the time. That's my job, and I try years in advance, okay? So are people getting the lawyer? Yes, they are. A lot of them are. The lawyer's shocked how many Crypto Hulk fans have signed up. And so what he did is he designed a special package just for us, just for our needs. None of the bullshit, none of the dumb shit, just exactly only what we need. The law firm is glad to have this channel working with them. And they, a lot of times, look, man, lawyers can try to do all these things and charge you for all kinds of shit. This one is just for us, okay? It's not including all this kind of shit we don't need, all right? So it'll save money. It's not welfare cheap. But look, I'm not trying to get some online legal beagle shit for like $500. That shit ain't going to work, man. Now you can try to do all that. Take your chance. I'm not taking no chances at all. I'm doing this shit the right way. I'm having professionals do it. And that's how it's getting done. Once these crypto laws are passed, you are already going to have Anders advisors. They're going to come in and do all your shit first before we have crypto laws. Anderson advisors are going to set your things up. And then when the crypto laws come in, all these other people are going to get destroyed, not you. Because you're going to have your shit all wrapped up. And in a court, a judge, it'll run before a judge or whatever, and the judge will approve all these kinds of things. It'll all be done. And then everybody else is like, oh, shit, I never got the lawyer. I wanted to save money. I'm like, wow, you're so fucking stupid. You just lost $20 million, dumbass. That's how it's going to go down. Oh, Crypto Hulk, I didn't have enough money. Yes, you did. You could have gotten a loan, sold your ass, sold some blood, whatever you got to do, sold off part of your crypto, get the lawyer. But nope. You wanted to save $2,000-$3,000. That's what happens. And we're all going to say, sucks being you. So go stand at the Costco parking lot on the weekend and have a sign that says, we'll suck dick for XRP because I didn't listen to Crypto Hulk and I didn't get the lawyer. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Salvador Ramirez says, thanks again, Crypto Hulk. Loving it. We are ready to skyrocket. Yes, we are. Now, some of you need a lot of lawyer services because some of you guys run businesses, and so I don't have an exact price tag. But you know what you can do? Click on the link and fucking call them. They're very friendly people. They're not going to try to sell you something. Anybody who signed up, make a comment. They're like super nice, right? They're not trying to bully you into doing dumb shit. Like if you don't want it, you don't want it. They talk very calmly. They explain shit to you. And we're already getting the cheapest you can get. They've knocked off 40%, I think 30% or whatever what the cost used to be. That's what I'm saying. We got like a group discount here. And that's what they did. They made it as low as they can. If you can't afford it, you're gonna lose all your crypto. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. That's why I'm telling you, you'll be at Costco with that sign. We'll suck dick for XRP. That's how it's gonna be. I'm just letting you know in advance. You can play this a year from now, 2 years, whatever. I'm like, damn, Crypto Hulk was right. I'm sucking dick at Costco on the weekends. Told you. Mark Sinclair says, I love their platinum knowledge. So I got the platinum plan as well. I'm allowed to get into a Zoom call with lawyers for the whole year. It's included. I could ask questions and they'll explain all kinds of shit. That's part of it. Because lawyers, they're like for 30 minutes to talk to one is at least $200. And so this plan throws it all in. If you got, especially your first year, the first year you're in crypto like right now and stuff, you need to ask the lawyer questions. I'm not the one to ask. You got Kayla Brown to ask. you got a team. You got your legal team, Anderson Advisors. They're going to protect your crypto, so the government's not going to fucking take it like the stupid fucking criminals they are, okay? That's why we got them. Please don't try to go cheap and not get them. You're going to get fucked. Then we got Caleb Brown. Oh, that's cheaper if I just keep it on a nano ledger. Okay, look, then get the cheaper shit. You know what I found in life? The most expensive shit was always the free shit. It was. Some guy standing there selling gold chains. Hey, man, if you buy one, you get one for free. Free? Okay, I don't want one. And I run. I run away. I don't want free shit. I don't. I want to be where the banks are. I want to be where JP Morgan is. At Fireblocks with Caleb Brown, the same solution. I want to be where BNY Mellon is. I don't want to be where the cheap fucking bastards are over there, hiding out in the forest, living off compressed natural gas in some kind of fucking trailer. I'm not trying to do that. I want my crypto in with all the banks and shit. And when the regulations come in, I got Citibank over here, JP Morgan next to me. The government's not going to fuck with my custody solution, but he will fuck with yours. And that's when what they do is they blacklist your wallets and all that shit, and then your crypto's no good. And then you're like, fuck, I should have listened to crypto. I'm just telling you, man. I used to work with criminals most of my career. All these government people are just like the fucking criminals I worked with for my whole fucking career. I used to work law enforcement on the street, correctional in an institution, parole, probation officer, worked in the office of the courts and shit at the state Supreme Court level. I already know how this shit goes. I worked with criminals my whole fucking career. That's why I have the people working with us. Art Cryptos and Caleb Brown with all the banks. All the banks is who bribes all the politicians. So I'm like, hey, hide out with the criminal bankers in this custody solution. Fireblocks. But then our government is going to try to take our shit. That's why I got the lawyers. I'm trying to do shit right. I'm not going to hope and hang out with Jim Bob and Joe Bob and live off the grid in Kentucky in some trailer somewhere. I got everything done legally. I want everything done legally with the lawyers. I want no loopholes. I don't want... Now, I've had LegalZoom before. I'm not going to talk shit about LegalZoom. In my opinion, it's a shitty company. That's my opinion. It's not fact. So they can't do shit to me because we're allowed to have opinions in the United States. But they don't help you. You got to kind of figure shit out on your own. The people selling you the LegalZoom stuff, they're not lawyers. They can't answer questions. So you're kind of out there by yourself and shit. Oh, sure hope I don't get my cheeks clapped. Look, I'm trying to work with a law firm and everything done right. I'm hoping to make 20, 30, 50 million bucks off this crypto, maybe more. I'm not trying to fuck around and find out that LegalZoom fucked me over because I had a $500 plan and I should have spent $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or something for a really, really good lawyer. I'll spend $3,000 if I can keep $50 million. Now you think however you have to. I worked in a legal system. I prepared court reports like every Thursday when I worked for the office of the court in the state Supreme Court. If one fucking part of my report was not accurate, they could throw out my whole report. I had to, then my supervisor had to read my report. Then my supervisor had to read it. Then they'd give it to maybe the assistant chief but when I went to court, that motherfucking report had to be exactly everything in there accurate. That's why I got Anderson and Associates and all their partnerships. They got lawyers around the whole country. I have them. I used to work in the court system. Everything needs to be exactly right. That LegalZoom shit, man, that shit's all fucked up, in my opinion. There's stuff you don't know. All right, but hey, do what you think you got to do, right? Save the money, buy some crypto, and then lose it all when the laws come. That is your choice. Yeah, Larry says everybody's plan cost is different. Right, the stuff I need is not what you need. There's some other things. We all can. They have a plan for Crypto Hulk viewers, But some of you guys maybe run a business, and then some of you own rental properties and da-da-da. So then they can start adding costs. So there's a basic plan, and then that's for us. If you just want to do crypto, da-da-da. So I can't tell you exactly what, because some people want the platinum, don't want that, and then they need this, but they don't need that. I don't know what the fucking price is. How about this? Pick up pick up your little fat fingers, push on the button, and have them call you. It's too fucking easy, all right? Alrighty then. Let's go up somebody. Okay, we're gonna go put somebody in. So somebody I had to hide. I have a zero tolerance for dumb shit on my channel. Yeah, if I can tell you what I got on Kalen Brown, but you got to be a member of the channel. That's important information. So if you want to be a $500 member, you don't have to join every month, but how about if you join, be a $500 member for a month, get all this kind of cool information that you need, and then you're done. You'll know exactly what coins I have, what ratios and stuff like that. So what am I do? Give up all this information for free? Then you go to some other channel and fuck no. You don't have to watch the channel. You can go. It's a free. I've only been doing this shit for 5 fucking years. Free shows, not a big deal. Just only 5 years. I've only made, I think, like what, 5,000 videos or some shit like that for free. Crypto Hulk, you are the one and only one that I get my crypto information from on YouTube over the past 4 years. G-Spud. God bless and take care. Yep, I remember that name. Now, let's start here. Fidelity. I want you to see what's going on. Oh, let's start with this. The XRP. XR Pizzle, and that's faux shizzle. Let me do a copy paste. There's your article right there. Chris Sharpie, where's he at? Oh, wait. Reggie Charles, member for almost 2 years. Hi, Hulk. Thanks for the crypto picks. Most YouTubers that suggest their top 10 altcoin picks are always between $3 and $50. That's kind of biased. See, here's what. Look. Reggie. Seems like people got some questions here. MKP says, I've been here since your first show got canceled. Damn, that was like 4.5 years ago. Son of a bitch. Maybe close to like 5 years ago, something. 4.5, 5 years ago. That dude's been on there that long. Okay. Here's the game, all right? Now, Crypto Hulk has the no game. That's my game, the no game. What we do, and the dumb people are so conditioned by watching dumb shit crypto influencers. Here's what they say. Listen to this one. Crypto Hulk has all these cheap pump and dump cryptos for like 3 zeros in front of them. How fucking stupid. And then I say, oh, so you want to go and spend $5 or $50 on crypto? That's what you'd rather do. Find cryptos that are already $5 or $10. Like, get him out of this. Get him off this show. This guy's so fucking stupid. He needs like special ed. He needs to eat soft foods like chocolate pudding with his hands or something. Don't give him a fork. He's going to get hurt with that, stab himself in the testicle or something. Look, these other shows, here's what they do. They'll buy the crypto like I do and you do, right? With 3 zeros in front of it. They'll wait until that crypto hits a certain point, or they'll do their marketing machine with bots and they'll dump $1 million or something into like certain cryptos and they'll start fucking skyrocketing up. And then they're like, when the crypto is already like $2, $3, $5, then they'll start selling off as you're buying it. Like, that's how it's done. What does Crypto Hulk do? I was telling a $500 member earlier, Reggie, so here's the game. I'm trying to peep you on game, Reggie. So these stupid assholes will be out there buying this crypto at 3 zeros, at 2 zeros, just like we do. But they won't tell the guy who's running the channel or something. He won't tell nobody. And once they put maybe $500,000 in, because they got big budgets, they can buy what's his name? Fucking Bit Boy. If BitBoy can go out and buy $1 million Lambo or $500,000 Lambo, you know they have the money to go put $1 million or $2 million into a crypto, right? I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying. Let's just say if somebody bought a Lambo, then you know that's from a company that has money to put in a $1 to $2 million to pump a crypto to make you think, oh shit, I better buy this thing. It's $2. That's because they already put in $2 million. And as you're buying, they're slowly selling. And then when basically they got all their money drained out, and then people are like, hey, this $2 crypto is not going up. And then they start pulling out their money and the crypto goes all the way up. That's the fucking game. I'm not talking about anybody in particular that buys Lambos. Now, what do we do on this channel? I research crypto. I make sure it's got connections with either Stellar or something like that. Hopefully it's got an Andreessen Horowitz or something in there, or Sequoia Capital. Hopefully it's got connections with a couple other crypto companies, right? And then it's going to have 2 or 3 zeros. That's when we tell you. That's when I tell you, hey, here's a crypto right here. I'll send you a text when you're a $500 member, just because you wanted to donate to the channel. Because I'll shoot you out a text showing you, hey, this is a crypto you might be interested in. Here's the contract code. Here's maybe the market cap. Sometimes I'll throw some extra info, and you can look it up yourself and see if you like it. What I'm not going to do is buy a crypto that's got 3 zeros, put $500,000 or $1 million in that shit, get it up to like $1 or $2, make it look like it's real. I'll use bots to make purchases. And I'll have 50, 100 wallets or whatever set up. I'll have my geek friends do all that. And I'll set up 3, 4, 500 wallets. Maybe it takes me a week to do that. And then bam, now it looks like there's 500 people buying. And we'll buy that shit up. We'll put $2 million in it. We'll take it from 3 zeros to $1. I'll announce it on the show. I'll have 1 million followers buying that shit like crazy while I'm deleting all the money I put in. I just told you twice how these people do this shit. You get it, Reggie? So that's what's up. My job is to try to help you guys get it at the 2 or 3 zero mark. Now, some of you guys want to sell the shit off. That's you. And then when that price goes to $1, you're like, fuck, man, I had 50,000 of those tokens. Now it's at $1. I could have made 50 grand. I could have spent $200 or $300 and made 50 grand. Hey, that's up to you, right? I don't run a gambling show here. MKP, we got his done. Timbo Slies gave 10 people memberships. Cosmic Wave Productions, All Is One. Chris Sharpie's right there. But Sir Gassington got a membership again. Reese Spinola. The King David channel, Make It Right, received a message. D Financial Guy. B Wade got another membership. Smiley Polecat 22 got a membership. And Fred received a membership. We got OX or Bust. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Hello, Crypto Hulk. Thanks for all you do. I know this isn't OnlyFans, but may I see Zoltar's coin slot? Is that a sexual reference question? What do you want to see his coin slot? That's kind of, is that must be some kind of sex question. I'll let it pass because he spent $10. AJ Singh, member for 32 months. Crypto Hulk and Zoltar are the best. Now, in this article here, let's go back to it. It's on Binance.com. So this is what like the world's biggest crypto exchange says. They're allowing this on their little chat. XRP ETF approved. A new era begins. The United States has officially approved the first XRP ETF. This is what somebody's saying on the Binance Square chat. XRP is trading above $3 for the first time in weeks. Momentum is building as ETF buzz continues to grow. They're talking about support levels. I'm not into all that. And then it says here, Binance should take action against these people who circulate false news using the platform. It's in October, somebody says. Look, I'll tell you what. A lot of people, let me tell you something. Whether it's happened right now or it's not, you're going to look back into history and it's approved. Look, it could have been approved already. And this person could have told you, like, look, how many people right now know about Ripple Russia? Just you guys, right? So when I make a statement, because I have evidence that I have where Ripple allowed Z payment and hooked them up with the digital ruble and the ruble gateway to the XRP ledger and shit on the Ripple ledger. If I said Ripple, Russia right now is hooked up crypto, people are like, oh, you have no proof. Yes, I do. I don't care if it's on the newspapers. So sometimes people on Binance or whatever it is have evidence that we don't have. They're not going to go give an evidence because maybe it's really secret. They can't tell anybody. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't care. I know eventually it's going to happen. It could already be happening right now. They could have made a deal already and just haven't told anybody. How do you know? I mean, so look, who the fuck cares? We know it's going to happen. Could have already happened. They just haven't told us. Petty Liu. Welcome to the 2024 crypto explosion. Then you got Robert Driscoll, Robert, Robbie, Bob, Bobby. Gotta convince the wife on Anderson. I'm like a salesman. Thanks, Hulk. Look, I thought I didn't really want to talk about it again, but it's a personal and it's important. Robert, it's like this. You're going to have to take the information on my show and have a sit down. Because remember, in the end, here's the thing. If, look, I have my show reputation because I've got Anderson and advisors with me. They're taking my show in, taking a risk with their reputation. So they already know about me cussing and carry on and calling people names and using 4 letters. They already know all that shit. That's just how I am, man. If you were in the military and shit and working with criminals your whole life and working on the street, patrol in correctional facilities, you can't say, excuse me, gentlemen, could you please quit stabbing that guy over there? Like, this is just how it is. The way I deliver a message, don't get your fucking feelings hurt. Just take the information and be rich. That's all we're here for. Getting information to build wealth, protect it, so you guys can have a great life. That's why we're here. If people don't like the way I deliver it, some people love the way I deliver shit. I don't know. I don't fucking care, honestly. So with Robert, Black Apple's like, don't change a thing, Hulk. We love you just the way you are. Look, I just have had to survive in different jobs. I've had to find ways to survive. Now, some of you guys, you work as a car salesman. You work as a manager of a dildo factory. Like whatever you do for a living. And you're a guy. But your first name is Dick. I mean, Charles. Or Chuck. Well, that's Charlie. But the point is, Robert, it's that you have to understand my show and have to relay the information to her in a way that she understands. Now, I don't have a problem in my house. At first, some of my friends, family, significant others looking at me like, what the fuck is this? You're so fucking weird buying all that dumb shit. Now, all of a sudden, when XRP at $3.60, and then I'm whipping out the phone, showing the wallet thing, and they're like, their heads going sideways, like, what the fuck? Like, so you'll have to convince her. I mean, you convince people by showing them evidence that in a way that they understand and they're comfortable with. Now, in the end, she doesn't want to do it. You might lose it all. I'm gonna say you're going to lose it all. And let's say with my lawyer then. Okay. Get somebody's lawyer that's good, Robert. Somebody's. Because it's going to happen. These laws are going to come and they're going to wipe you out. I already know. And you and your family are going to be fucked. I'm just letting you know. Do you trust your government? Seriously? I know you probably don't. Does the wife? I mean, damn, really? Look at our fucking government. They're so fucking disgusting and just conniving, trifling hoes. That's our government. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Do you? That's why I have a lawyer, because I don't trust these stupid assholes running the government. I know when crypto hits, they're going to want to tax the fuck out like 50% and shit. That's just how it goes, man. Hey, if your wife trusts the government, then I can't say anything bad. That's your family. I wish you well. It's going to be challenging. That's all I got to say. Timbo Slies. Hulk, great show. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate the red pill. Let's get on with the next. Oh, here we go. 46 JDMA says, you deliver truth and raw information like nobody else. Gracias, Hulk. Hey, that's just how I am. Straight shooter, telling you what I find. I don't care about shit, man. Just take the information and be rich. That's why I'm not here to start being your buddy and doing. The only reason I'm here is to try my best to make you rich. That's it. I'm not trying to see the family kids pictures and shit. I don't fucking care. I'm not doing all that. I don't have time. I'm trying to take care of the problems I already got. So I got 99 problems, right? But yeah, let's move on. Just make money, make smart crypto moves. We're not here as friends. I can be friendly, but my whole goal is just make you rich. That's all I want to do. I don't want to know shit about nothing. Just take the money and run. Okay. Pat _85 gave 5 people memberships. We got Rockin' X Painter. I think got a membership again. Maurice Martin. That's my what do you call it? South American accent, or I don't even know what they call it. Sergio Aguilera got a membership from Pat _85. And then Jorge R received a gift membership by Pat _85. And then lastly, Crypto Bat got a membership by Pat _85. Sherry D. Thank you very much. Sherry says, thank you, Hulk. Appreciate that. Oh my God. Dryer Vent Solutions says, I won't tell nobody that one. We'll keep that on the DL here. Good thing you're not using your real name. And he's like, well, that is my real shop name. Oh, shit. I got 99 problems, and my wife is one. Oh, shit. Go Ripple. Yeah, I heard that. All right. So the ETF will be incoming. Let's look here. Uruguay, Africa, Kraken. Here we go. Look what we got going here with Kraken. I want you to see what's going on, everybody. This is so massive right here. Gary Gensler, I'm convinced he was only here to stall crypto. They needed 4 years to slow it down. That's after Gary Gensler's gone. Let's see how things look 4 years later. Hopefully we get another Republican in there who's crypto friendly, or if a Democrat's crypto friendly, but they got all this weirdo shit they want to promote, and I'm not trying to do that. Let's look here at Kraken. Kraken launches a tokenized securities trading in Europe. Oh my God. Kraken has rolled out backed X stocks in Europe, becoming the latest company to offer, oh my God, dude, tokenized stocks in the region after Gemini and Robinhood already. It's all coming, everybody. Can you see this? The institutions are here and they're tokenizing. Remember a year ago, 2 years ago, I was telling you guys, we need two things to be rich: global crypto rules and then global tokenization of real world assets. What are we seeing now? Tokenization. Like, I never heard of tokenization up until about a year ago. I never even heard that word. I thought it was some kind of sex pervert name or something. Like tokenization or whatever. U.S. crypto exchange Kraken is the latest platform to introduce tokenized securities in Europe, following an initial rollout in June. Oh my God, it's coming. The institutions, they're like hungry lions waiting. They're waiting for crypto laws and shit so they can just jump in and do all kinds of crazy. Kraken has officially launched, backed to eligible. Oh, here we go. Here's how they're going to kick you out. Eligible European investors. That's why I want you to get that law firm, you guys, because if you got them on an exchange or something, the government's going to make a law. These cryptos are not all of them. There's certain ones. I don't know what's what, whatever, okay? I'd rather have Anderson Advisors wrap up all my crypto as an institution and have it to where it's owned by a trust and it's all secretive and shit. And then the government's not going to know who the fuck owns it. And then when those cryptos take off and they're worth $10 million, $50 million, I'm an accredited investor. I just became an accredited investor. I don't know how it's going to go down if you don't have your shit wrapped up with Anderson Advisors. So that's up to you. Anyhow, let's keep going. That's your fucking fault, not mine. The European expansion comes months after Kraken teased. Remember, they always kind of tease you a little bit about its tokenized stocks integration with Gov'T on the Solana blockchain. Oh my God. With plans to launch the offering, listen to this, to clients in 140 countries around the world. It's all coming, everybody. We're not there. The Crypto Hulk, why isn't crypto going up? Because we're not, they're launching it. It's kind of like you open up a McDonald's and the first day, okay, can I retire? I'm like, what? It just took us 1 year to build this McDonald's. It cost us $3 million to get all the licensing and this and that and da-da-da. First day at work, you're asking if you can retire. We just opened. People, come on, use your fucking brains, okay? Don't embarrass Crypto Hulk channel. The initial rollout essentially covered all countries except for the United States and the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and the European Union. Do you see what's going on? Just like I told you. What are they going to do? They're going to help all the slow pokes, right? Haven't I been saying that for years now? When Africa's hooked up, you're rich. When Africa is all hooked up, you're rich. They got to get the slow pokes going. They're purposely not rolling this out in industrialized countries because we would wipe out all the small little countries. You'll see. Uruguay, for God's sakes. Look right here. Let me just share this article with you really quick. Let me do a copy paste. Uruguay's e-peso. How a small nation built the world's first CBDC. This article is from July 2020. That's just about the time I started Crypto Hulk channel 5 years ago. I've been telling you, all these little dinky-ass countries and shit, Uruguay already has a CBDC like 5 years ago. Does the United States officially have one? No. They haven't officially said we have one. Do we have one? Yes. Ripple made it. All this shit back in 2013. All this shit's done. Now, I'm not going to get into this article because it deals with Ripple down in South America and shit. The IRBA, International Ripple Business Association. Uruguay was hooked up with Ripple's technology in 2014. So this shit's already been done like 10 years ago. But let's get back to the Kraken article here. So Kraken is releasing this to all the countries except the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Europe. Basically, any rich country besides the Middle Eastern, because they're super fucking loaded. But basically, any rich country, they're not going to. They're going to help out all the slow pokes first, get them all caught up. That's how this happens. You'll see. You might have a country like Timbuktu running crypto. Haven't seen it. And America's looking at them like, how do they do all that? That's the goal. I'm showing you right now. Kraken users in Europe can trade tokenized certificates tracking popular U.S. equities through X stocks, gaining 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, access to extended trading hours without relying on traditional brokers or intermediaries. The exchange's clients are also enabled to move assets freely across compatible platforms. Oh, so interoperability. Yeah. Self-custody or store the tokenized assets independently from third parties. It's called X stocks. Because if you own it, you should own it. That's their belief. Expanding X stocks to the European Union was a natural next step for Kraken. So I just want you to see this article right here and be aware that a cryptocurrency exchange now is having tokenized stocks. Like pretty soon, Kraken will have everything. And I mean everything. Where are we at? 46 minutes. I got 15 minutes left. There's the Kraken article. We're done. Now let's go to Africa. We talked about Chipper Cash and Ripple yesterday in my last show. And Ripple and Chipper Cash hooked up March 2025 of this year. And then just a couple of days ago, Chipper Cash announces, they're using the Lightning Network to move Bitcoins in 2 to 5 seconds. I'm like, dude, would you shut up with that dumb fucking shit? It's Ripple. Yeah, they're running the Lightning Network on top of the Ripple platform in 2 to 5 seconds. Absolutely. Yes, that works. They didn't do it before. Notice how Chipper Cash wasn't doing that shit before, was they? No. Were they? I got to watch using my vernacular slang. It's sometimes good to use slang and cuss words. Helps get the point, hitting like a grand slam home run. Here's the title of this one. Now let's go to Africa. Remember, you got to get the slow pokes hooked up. If Africa ain't rich, ain't nobody getting rich. Sub-Saharan Africa, here we go, has the third fastest growing region for crypto adoption. We've got to get these Africans on board. United States, it's America, this crypto tech is getting into all these slowpoke countries, and it's just taking forever to get them going and stuff. I'll tell you what, when they decide to greenlight the USA, we'll be hooking it and booking it in like 1, 2, 3 months. Bam, we're all caught up. These other motherfuckers take 10 years, 5 years, whatever. America, it'll take, I'll tell you, 1, 2 months, maybe even a month. You never know. It might take a fucking month. And we've been waiting for these fuckers to hook up all these fucking years, Africa, third, sub-Saharan Africa, that is, to you, Crypto Hulk, the third fastest growing region for crypto adoption. Hoo-wee. All I got to say is, Africa, let's hook this shit up, man. I can't keep doing Crypto Hulk for another 5 years. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm going to need to have some Jameson and all this other good shit on my desk. I got the Jameson 17-year. I got some good. I haven't even cracked it open yet. It's just sitting up there. It looks pretty in a bottle. But that's some good Jameson. I think that was like $300 for that one. I haven't even cracked it open. Just people, all the business associates come in and take a look. They're like, nice collection. Is that a Grand Patron? Yeah, I got that one a couple of years back. That's $500. Sub-Saharan Africa is the third fastest growing region for crypto adoption, according to a new report from Chainalysis. Now, why is Chainalysis important? Chainalysis is a company. It's a company that looks at blockchains and can figure out anything. If you get your crypto stolen, I'll tell you what, in the future, they're going to use quantum computers, and Chainalysis can go back, find your crypto, steal it back from the people that stole it from you. They can potentially give it all back to you. I don't know if they will, but they'll have that ability with quantum computing, AI, and when this technology comes through. If somebody stole your crypto, especially once they steal it and everybody starts using it and stuff, that's one thing. I don't think they're going to undo all those transactions. But if somebody stole something and it's still sitting in some wallet somewhere, I think they'll quantum hack that shit and get your stuff back and give it back to you. That's what I believe. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. But so Chainalysis, the governments work with them. Chainalysis is a private company that helps law enforcement, governments and stuff. They can go on the internet and do all this James Bond voodoo shit that nobody knows how to do. According to a report, Sub-Saharan Africa received $205 billion in on-chain value between July 4th and July 2024 and June 2025. So in 1 year's time period, Africans moved $205 billion. That is up 52%. Now we're going to look at from June 2025 to June 2026. The numbers from just the past year, Africa's up 50%. I'm going to tell you what, it's possible they might be up 100% or 200% by next year. And that 205 billion could turn into maybe $500 million or $1 trillion. At the rate that Africa's growing, just letting you know. So stable coins are going crazy in Africa. Nigeria scale is tied not only to the population, so especially ripples in Nigeria, South Africa, and all that stuff. I mean, on a frick, ONAFRIQ, Ripple partner, they got all these African countries hooked up. There's like 30 of them or something. Let me look up on a frick and show you, because that's what I. Hold on. Yeah, right here. I got the article. Look at this right here. Africa's getting close. And I've been calling this one. When Africa gets hooked up, I'm telling you what, we're pretty much rich at that point. The rest of the world, they'll be like, green light it. Give it a green light. Let's go. Everybody's hooked up. Let's have a black swan. All shit's going to go bad for a week or so, and then they'll fix it. Here's the article right here. Crypto Hulk. Now, look, this is 2023. Let's look at the companies. Let's look at the countries involved. Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Central African Republic, Egypt, Equatorial Guinea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Morocco, Mozambique, Nigeria, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, Togo, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe. That's 2 years ago. Add in more. I don't know how many countries are in Africa. I didn't count how many's here, but if you add 2 more years, you might have double the list. Hey, I don't know, but you might have 70, 80% of Africa right now hooked up with Ripple and Onafric, which used to be called MFS Africa, and this Chipper Cash and all these little places they got going. 137 countries and currency unions representing 98% are exploring the CBDC. Let me just check here. 53 minutes. Africa is in pilot stage, according to Atlantic Council. So let me ask somebody, I don't know if Mr. OG, how many countries are in Africa that we know of? I'm going to do a little research right here on the fly. I'll let you know here in a minute what I'm doing. Okay, let's look here. Let me see what we got back from Mr. OG. Hold on. Henry Brown says, come on, Africa. Akon, please hurry up. Crypto Hawk needs more Hawaiian t-shirts. I think 52 countries in Africa, says Henry Brown. I think that's about right. Henry Brown says, okay, I'm correct. 54 countries. Okay. Now, how many did I read off on that Onafric article? Son of a bitch, I lost my page. How many countries was like 20 in that article? I mean, I could count them right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 28, maybe 28-ish. 27, 28. Oh, check it out. As of September 2025, Onafric has expanded to 43 African markets. Oh, shit. They got 500 million bank accounts. So, okay. They haven't advertised right now how many. Hold on. I'm doing a search. 43 countries right now are hooked up with this. $43 countries. Okay. That's the information that I got here. The Democratic Republic of the Congo launched in September 2025 via a partnership with Visa, enabling Visa. Look, that's how this is all getting done. There's not like an official list right now. They told us in 2023, but the information I got here, it's looking like it's 43. They have 1,300 payment quarters. So that's one of the deals that were they are really close. So 43. They got 10 more countries. Now that we don't have an official list. So the information I was using, I just want to let you know that's not official, but the AI, it's looking like there's 43. Henry Brown. Like and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Respect to the Crypto Halt community. Once XRP takes off, we need you to hand over your crypto keys. Okay, yeah. Henry Brown wants everybody to give them their crypto keys so he can keep them safe. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this show up. Let me look for any last minute questions. Game Boy Reaper says, Visa probably been pushing it, especially when Hulk told us a few months ago on his live show. Seal HTS is up 42%. Hold on. We got to take a break. I got to go to my Hashpack wallet. Hashpack. Where is my login? Right there. Let me take a look. Oh, shit. My, that keeps going up, man. Let me look at the Seal's Q. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Half the value in my Hashpack wallet is the Seal coin, Seal HTS. So if you go to Hashpack, .app, wallet.hashpack.app, you can also download saucerswap.com. It's a Hedera-based platform crypto exchange, and a lot of Hedera products go on this exchange and wallet. And I'm looking at this coin like I can't even believe it, how much it's worth now. It's going up like insanely crazy. It's up 42% in the past 24 hours. That one coin is worth $14. I was buying them when it was like a quarter. And it keeps going up like for the past 3-4 months since I bought it or whatever. It just goes up. Yeah, like, wow, truly amazing. And then I got Sauce. Let's see, that one, just the Seal coin, the Seal HTS is just truly amazing. You want to get access to that. I truly believe that one's going to be worth thousands in the future. And it's $14 now. Can't hurt to just buy one. You know what I mean? That $14 could turn into 1,000. So hey, thanks for letting me know. That's pretty interesting. I can't believe I'm seeing that much money in my Hashpack wallet. I just want to look at it for a second because I can't believe it. Okay, I can click out of that before I just sit here and just stare at it for like 5 minutes. Fuck. Congrats, everybody that got Seal Coin HTS. I see that thing not stopping at 14. I see it hitting 100, 500, 1,000. That's what I see it going. Going to be worth more than Chainlink soon, says Kevin M. Look, the Seal HTS, it takes so long to fucking buy that shit. I'm just letting you know. I spent like 3 hours buying it, and it was, you have to buy one slow, one at a time or two, whatever it was. And then you start seeing impact warnings. You got to like stop and wait. And then when there's no impact, like you have to buy like one at a time or something. I'm serious. I was there for like 3 hours. Not all at once, maybe 4, but like an hour here, 30 minutes there, an hour there. It just takes forever. You can't buy it fast. Now, if you do, you'll be paying like $50 a piece for one. Instead of $15 or $14 for one, you'll be paying like $50, $60. You can buy them fast, but everybody else will be buying them for $15 and you'll be paying $50. I mean, it's up to you if you're super fucking rich and you don't care about throwing money away. My friend, who's really good at this, he spent like $3 or $4 and bought all of his Seal HTS. I spent $1,000 and I barely got, what my friend got. Well, we got about the same. So that just goes to show you right there. Like you could lose a fuck ton of money by buying them fast. Don't do it. It's not worth it. All right. I think that's it. Crypto Bat. What does Crypto Bat have to say? Thank you for your deep dives, Eric Grasso. All right, there we go. Avoid trading large amounts. All right, that'll be it. I'm gonna start working on tomorrow's show. If I can find enough news, I'll have a show for tomorrow, and I'll see y'all then.